Alright boys, in this video I'm going to teach you how I use Sebastian Ghiorghiu's AI store builder to help me double my sales. If you're still the person who spends hours on end making stores and you still can't convert and your store still looks like some 8th grader made it, you guys have to start using this tool. Not only does this tool, one, make you a store in under 5 minutes, two, write you the perfect copy that helps hit on key selling points in your product. It also has custom AI images to make your product stand out on your website. But without further ado, I'm not going to hold you guys for that much longer. Let's hop into Shopify. I'm going to show you guys how you can set this up for yourself. Alright boys, now that we're in Shopify, I'm on one of my old stores right now. The first thing you want to come over here and do is come over here to apps and then type in Atlas AI Store. All right, now that you're in the Shopify app store, you're going to want to click on this one. It might pop up just at the top, but if it doesn't, it's right here, Atlas AI Store Builder. And then you're just going to want to go ahead and install it. All right, after you install it, it should bring you to a page like this. So now what we can do is we can choose where we want to source our product from. So you can obviously either choose AliExpress, Amazon, Alibaba, or like a Shopify store if you want to like just straight up steal somebody's product. But for this video, I'm just going to go with AliExpress. So I'm about to find a product real quick on AliExpress, and then I'll be right back. All right, now that you have your product, you just want to paste the URL in here and then literally just click Generate Store. And then it'll literally generate you a store within like a minute to 2 minutes. So once this is done generating, I'll be right back. All right, boom, literally took 1 minute. So now it's going to bring you to this. It's going to allow you to select the alley images that you got already. And then obviously if you have better images, which I highly suggest you like find more images on either Google or Amazon, you upload them right here. But for right now, we're just going to stick with these. So you're just going to want to click continue. And then now you can customize your store. So for colors, you can obviously just come in here and pick your own colors, but also they do have this preset up top, so you can kind of look through them and just see what looks the best on the store. For this one, just because as an example, we're just going to choose this blue theme. It's pretty clean. I mean, it looks good. The light blue always goes good. Next, after that, you're going to want to go over to product. So now this is where you can select your store name and your product name. So a lot of times the Atlas store builder will already give you a name. So if you haven't came up with a name yet, they do give you pretty good names. So like Travel Tech Gear, which is pretty good for a vacuum backpack for like the airport, obviously. And the ultimate travel laptop backpack, like it's a pretty good name. It's not bad. So first thing you're gonna want to come over here and do, obviously, is change the price. I think most of the competitors right now that are running this for $99.99. So we'll just put that in real quick. And then obviously you can change the rating. You could go all the way up to 5 stars, or you could drop it down. I do recommend just staying at 4.7 or 4.8, just because if you go to 5 stars, people are starting to catch on that like you can just import reviews. So it makes it look a little less trustworthy because there's not a lot of products that have just strictly 5 star reviews. So probably just keep it at 4.7 to 4.8. That's pretty good. All right, now on this left side, you guys can kind of see you have all this like text that you can type in. This is all stuff on your product page. So we'll go into that in a second. But as you can see, it's like you have your drop down questions, you have some just text, have the comparison tables, you just have a bunch of other stuff. So then we'll just come over here to your actual product page. So this is your product page. As you guys can see at the top, it already has the free shipping on orders over $50. You can change all of this once you actually download this theme. As you can see, like the images are really clear. And right here we have 4.7 stars, over 25,000 customers. It already gives you a save 50 on here. It's really clean. Right here, I normally change this or just take it out because you guys don't want to say like the product will arrive in 3 days or the product will arrive at a certain time if it's not going to arrive by that time. So either put it to like your 10-day or 7-day shipping, whatever you have, or just take it out completely. Normally, I just take it out completely. And then we just have a few icons right here. 1,000 5-star reviews, fast shipping, easy returns, worldwide shipping. And then you also have here, you have like these verified reviews, verified purchases. We'll get into this later, but normally I switch these images out for like images of real people just so it looks real, not just some random AI generated like bot. Right here, we have like the description. We have some drop downs, money back guarantee, fast shipping, and then trusted by. This is a big one right here. This little trusted by sliding. What you can do here, which is what I normally do, is I normally put Forbes, Fox News, and CNN, just because most people who are buying know what all three of those are. And those are all trusted sources that always have like products at the bottom of their page, like just pop up ads and stuff. So you're going to want to put that in there. So just have trusted by and then brands that people actually know. It already comes with a comparison. So like your competitors versus us, why we're better and why they suck.
Then now you also have like reasons why you should trust this with like good images talking about the product. You also have some of this. This is really good, helps conversion rate. How to use it, another good thing. Why choose us? Showing that 1,000 other people have bought it and it's 5-star review. You have a 365-day warranty, free shipping, all that. What you can expect, that's also a big one. Shows like what can you expect with the product, obviously. All right, then if we keep on scrolling down, you'll have another like, so this shop now will just bring them back to the top. So you want these shop nows. Like a lot of people struggle on this and they don't have these. Like throughout your product page, you're gonna want to have these shop nows. So then they're like, maybe they read some of this, and now they're like, okay, I actually want to buy it, but they're like, people are so fucking lazy, so they're not gonna scroll all the way back up. But if you have this, it'll just help them click this. It'll bring them right back to the top. It's just really easy, and then gets them to purchase. Because you'd be surprised how many people would get here and they'd be like, all right, yeah, I would get this product, but then like they just won't scroll back up. Or if we keep scrolling down, featured on, obviously this is where you're gonna put the Forbes, CNN, and Fox News, just stuff like that. Then also we have customer reviews, what they have to say about us. Also, you can throw images of the person like with your product. So if there's people on Amazon or people on AliExpress who've had the product and it's like shows them like holding the product or like doing something with the product, you can also throw that image in here, and you can also just customize this review with like ChatGPT so it sounds better if you want to change it, but normally it's pretty good right away. And then down here we have our FAQs, just normal stuff. And yeah, that's basically the product page. So the product page is really clean. And like I said, this literally took 2 minutes to build, and this is a better product page than 90% of dropshippers can make. And then obviously, if you don't like any of the stuff on here, obviously you have all this over here that you can just come in and customize. But just because this is an example, I'm not going to go through all this and try to like sweat my ass off writing really good copy right now. Then if we come over here, obviously you can change the reviews. You can go into ChatGPT to help change the reviews. The FAQs, if you don't like what the FAQs are saying, obviously you can again change it. And then you have your homepage. Homepage is just about us, and then product descriptions. You can also change that once you actually download the theme. But since we're done with all this, I'm just going to go ahead and download this theme so then we can get into even more about this, because we're just scraping the tip of the iceberg right now. All right, so once you go to download your theme, it's going to pop up with this. You're going to have to pick your plan. The plan that I go with is the Pro plan, obviously just because of the bundle upsells and the AI product photos, because obviously you see you don't get those in this. I've never tried to get this. I don't really think you need, unless like you're creating like multiple stores or like split testing stores. But I mean, for organic dropshipping, most of the time we're just doing one product dropshipping, so I would just go with the Pro plan. All right, so before we get more into the store and customizing the store, we're going to go over probably the most important part when it comes to boosting your AOV and just getting more sales in general. That is the bundles and the offers that you're going to be putting on your store. So most of the time I like to run a volume discount, which allows the customer to buy multiple of the product. So I'm going to show you guys how to build one that actually converts and one that looks good on your website. So first we're going to want to come over here to create bundle, and you're going to get hit with this screen right here. So obviously you can name it. Obviously customers won't see it, so we'll just do offer 1. And then at the top, normally I just say bundle and save, or you can like put stuff that makes sense with the product. And then I always come down here, click specific products, and then choose my product, which is the backpack that we selected earlier. And boom, now that that's on there, now we have our product on there. Now you can come down here and start playing with the offers. So obviously the buy one, we obviously just want that at the regular price. But then offer 2, normally I go like 20% off. But guys, make sure that it correlates with your COGS, because you don't want to get in a situation where your buy 2 is making your profit margins just completely shit. So then you're barely profiting on your product. So I normally do 20%, but if it doesn't make sense for you, 10%, 15% is fine. And then also you guys can see on here the insider badge, free shipping. So that's also another promo that you can be running. So if you do buy 2, then we'll give you free shipping. If you just buy 1, you're getting it at regular price and you're not getting free shipping. But if you buy 2, you get free shipping. And then now we'll go to offer number 3. Offer number 3, normally, because my COGS are always pretty good on my products, I'm normally profiting around 80% to 70% of my products. I can normally offer something insane. So it's either we can go 30 or we could go all the way up to 40, just depending on the product. And then right here is another thing, the insider badge, free shipping plus mystery gift. So a lot of times you don't want to do the mystery gift because you don't want to make the customer like think, oh, what am I going to get? You just want to relate something to the product. Because we were running the vacuum sealed bag, a really good one that I think would get paired with this well is toiletry bag. So we'll put that one in there here. Toiletry bag. So now, boom, they have, all right, so we get free shipping plus a free toiletry bag. You can also just put in free just to make sure, because some people are stupid, so they don't know that's free. So now that this offer seems like irresistible, your AOV is going up, you're making more money per purchase, and everything's just better. All right, now that the offer's done, we can come over here to the design. You can switch up the design. Obviously, I would just make it towards the theme of your website. So if you were going with the blue theme that we went earlier, I would make it blue. But just so I don't sit here making this video all day, I'm just going to leave it how it is right now because it looks pretty good. But just make it towards like the theme colors of your website. All right, now that we're back on the store, you can kind of see all this. We got our bundle and save is in here, but obviously you see this color black. We want to hide that because it just doesn't really look as clean with that color on there. Then we also want to hide the price just to make it look more clean. All right, but after you do that, you're basically done with your website. I'm going to let you guys customize the rest of your website because obviously every product's different. Every product needs different things on their website. But like I was saying earlier, make sure to put like Forbes or anything, any like big news outlet or any big company that would relate with your product right here. So you guys are building trust with your customers. Also, obviously, make sure to put your logo that you should have made in Canva. If you guys don't know how to make a logo, just go to Canva. It's really simple. You don't need anything fancy. It can really just be your text of your store name. And that basically wraps it up. That's how you guys can build a high converting store with Sebastian Ghiorghiu's AI store builder.
I really hope you guys enjoyed that short and to the point video about how to build a high converting store. If you guys have any more questions about it, you guys can leave it down in the comments. Also, if you guys want to connect with a group of like-minded individuals, I have a free Discord. There's a bunch of killers in there who are doing anything from 1 to 4K days consistently. And if you guys want to be part of that community, I'll leave it first link in the description. But with that being said, boys, thank you all for watching and peace out.